Hey there, people. This is Stone-Faced Reactions. I'm Griffin. That's Theta. Funny to see you here, over here in my comfortable bed. That's right, I lost a bet, and I'm doing an intro from here for the ultimate episode of Mob Psycho. Almost said penultimate, which would have been wrong. But here we are to celebrate. So, Theta, what do you remember from last time? Because there's a huge paragraph over there on my monitor, but that is now 10 feet away.
Yes. Sorry, I was just wondering what the hell we're doing with our lives.
Give me give me a summary of what happened last time while I recline here for a moment.
Jeez. Last time on Mob Psycho, what did happen? Mob walked up the stairs, got into a
Mhm.
discussion with the guy who had the umbrella, where we find out that he is an otaku. No, not otaku. Neat?
Neat.
No, not a neat. What's the other one? Starts with an H.
Hikikomori.
Yeah,
Where you
Hikikomori.
shut yourself in to the point that you're basically non-existent to society.
I mean, technically, he was doing it since he was like 17, right? So he could have been a
Yeah.
NEET too. But technically, I think he's a hikikomori.
Neat is more just like a state of you're unemployed and you're not really doing anything. Hikikomori is like you literally have depression so bad you're never getting up again.
Right. But NEETs tend to fall into that category, and NEET is also
I guess
uh
it's an expression of depression, I should say.
well, actually, it's a government status too because it's
Well, not neat, Hikikomori.
well,
Unless you mean Hikikomori is one.
both of them technically are. But NEET
Really?
is
Okay.
and NEET is that you're not educated, you have no training.
Mhm.
So it's an important status to be aware of when you're hiring people.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah, but he convinces that guy not to fight anymore. They go up the stairs, encounter the boss and the son. Son's all beat up. Mob gives him a bit of his power. Reigen tries to shoot the guy after uh, convincing him for a bit that he is more than meets the eye. Umbrella Guy saves Negan from being decimated, and that leads us to getting into the fight between Mob and the boss, where the boss
Right.
lifts the entire tower into the air.
Yep, and then it just mob of the boss. I think I would only add to all of that that the boss indicated that his stand is the same as Star Platinum's here, which is that he thinks that he and Mob have the same power. Of course, I don't necessarily believe that's true, but on first impressions and given some evidence, like, no, that seems to, like, correlate, right? The boss's power is to take or give power to people, because he's demonstrated he can do both. And Mob, meanwhile, has given power to Reagan, and he just gave it to the boss's kid. He seems like he's got a whole lot going on. But I think you also indicated there's more to it than that. It's more like an all for one versus one for all situation, I believe were your words.
Well, yeah, because the indication is that the boss is just a battery, and he's been charging for like 26 years. Whereas Mob tries not
Mhm.
to use his powers, and they get released when he is in an emotional state.
Oh, yeah. Uh, I think also if I were to draw a parallel, it just definitely comes around to like a that's my secret captain kind of moment, right? Mob is always frustrated in emotional turmoil, which is building his power. And like we constantly follow the meter of it and like where it is presently in terms of breaking out because of how much stress he's under or how he's feeling. Uh and I think like Reagan actually put it very well in the episode just prior. Mob is good at expressing his feelings. The initial impression that you have of Mob as a character is that he doesn't do that. He's doesn't express anything. He's just a completely blank slate that doesn't do anything. But the show's point is that he's good at expressing it once you get him to do so.
Plus his name, Mob, because he's
Mhm.
like a background character, part of the mob.
Exactly. So here we have Mob is kind of becoming has definitely gone through his entire arc at this point. I don't know what a season 3 would do at this point. This feels like the ultimate climax of his character, right?
I have no idea. I one don't remember the trailers that we saw a long time ago because it's been
Mhm.
that long. And this is as far as I've ever gotten on the show. This episode. After this episode, I have no idea what happens.
Well, we'll probably just have to rewatch the trailer at some point. But we also got an episode to watch. But before we begin, everybody, be sure to go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Go ahead and put a comment down below, and we'll be sure to read it off during some of our airtime. As well, don't forget to go ahead and sign up for the Patreon. It's just $5 a month, but there's no pressure. It's all just to help the channel a little bit extra. And with that, let's go ahead and watch.
And it starts from this.
Ah, yes, of course. No cold open, just straight to the music. So, Theta, who do you think is gonna win? Mob or the boss?
No opinion.
Certainly, this must come as a surprise to you, though. No shonen anime protagonist has ever won before.
Oh, you said protagonist.
Yeah.
Well, while we're
Yeah,
in the opening, did you ever watch Power Rangers?
Yeah, no, of course I've watched Power Rangers. I had a lot of fun as a kid.
Did you know they brought back Lord Zed?
Yes, I saw that, and I also heard of people complaining about it being spoiled, but it definitely seemed interesting. I'm like, oh, cool, hey, here's an old villain, just a nice evil contrast to what seems to be going on.
Well, yeah, apparently they aired it in France first. So everybody got to see that.
Lord said, but in French. Nothing can stop him now. Final light. Oh, it's completely nonplussed. But already having to double his output.
Nonplussed or nonpulsed?
I think it's supposed to be nonplussed. Ah, here we go. The calmness is broken. I'm sorry, did you say whole different stratosphere?
Yep. He's my favorite brand of car. Endorsement for a vehicle.
When the world has ended due to psychic cataclysm, you can always depend on our model of vehicle. You're so emotionally unstable, it's like you're a middle schooler or something.
It's hard to take the stance, knowing that Mob is in the right, but still not wanting to be the boss guy here. Boss is going up to 50%.
I love the little extra, like, circuitry-esque design to, like, the power around him, too. Like, as an expression of personality.
思い出したくもない孤独な世界。
わからないな。なぜ泣く必要がある？
信じてもらえないかもしれないけど、本当はあんたも傷つけたくないんだ。
Always a
Even at
weird
this-
thing to hear when you're the antagonist.
Oh
I don't
yeah.
want to hurt you. Dumb, I've been kicking your ass for the last half hour. I've only powered up to half of my power, and I've been kicking your ass.
Right, like as the antagonist here, it's like an expression that he doesn't understand. What do you mean you trying not to hurt me? You're throwing buildings at me.
Right, but I think the thing is, it's supposed to be like, this is Mob at 100%.
And it's still him at 50%.
And then he was kicking his ass at like 10%.
彼は普通の中学生ですよ。兄さん、また随分大きな力を使ったね。
Thanks to our 18 horse drive engine, I know nothing about cars.
親父は言ってた。後天的に覚醒するきっかけは過度のストレスだって。
See, if this was Dragon Ball Z, you would throw that into orbit and not at the ground.
True. It might be psychic, but I think they still require oxygen, right? But we are entering literal DBZ levels of fight here, though.
Stop hitting yourself.
シゲは今日ばっかりは無理を通そうとすんなよ。
僕を任した時の力はとっくに出てるはずなのに。勝てなければ逃げる。
Yeah, imagine if he beats you up with that power.
なんか何もないんだぞ。モブ。
かつてない気分だ。起きろ。こんなに早く終わらせることは許さんぞ。
He's found the one person he can have some fun fighting, and now he's like, oh, what now?
悔しいけど、僕じゃ力不足だ。何か別の道をあんたに示すほどの力はない。
お前には私の破壊衝動に付き合う義務があるんだぞ。今さら殻にこもってどうする。
諦めた。あんたがいい人に変わる希望はもう。
It's that guy from High Card. Only if he was more interesting.
でもいい影響は与えられなかった。もういい。お互い負けでいい。
That's a pretty terrifying way to go.
Yeah, but I don't think you just say, hey, we beat the bad guy when he was only at 50%.
兄さん、やあ。
He's still got 3 more forms to go through.
なんてことはない。失う怖さに比べれば。
And there's the music kicking in.
Yeah. This is a good track here.
We're a boss, demon.
There you go. This is some good superpowered action here.
Oh, it's literally the All Might fight, remember? He punches and his arm gets destroyed.
Oh, yeah. Literally exploding with power.
literally exploding with power.
外に出てきたら
Hey, you don't remember Akira?
Right, but that wasn't Akira that did that, it was Tetsuo.
爆発する逃げてみんな逃げてモブ生きてたかあの人は力を出しすぎて自滅しました大出血じゃねえか師匠逃げてください
I know I'm bleeding, but there is about to be a big explosion.
それも大爆発が僕らじゃ防げないってことだね急ごう
おうリツ走ろうぜここじゃ巻き込まれちまう
What about my Nissan? I've still got 10 payments left to make on it.
走れ死ぬぞあれおい君はどこ行ったあ
He went back anyway.
回避は間に合わん爆発を起こす前にエネルギーの発生源である私の命を絶つしか何をしている
爆発を止める
結局お前は私を倒すことも
People always do shit like this, but it would never work.
自らを守ることもできないのだ
Because you're gonna be face to face with the explosion, which means the millisecond the explosion hits
を
you,
持ってるだけじゃ
the shield falls.
でも
I guess it really depends on how long do your powers exist after your body in this universe, which,
They
hey,
don't.
souls exist.
Yeah, but they don't. They don't continue.
僕だから
We've seen it before. You know, at most, it would focus the blast
いくら嫌いな
in the direction of you,
苦しんでいるな
because the explosion would hit the shield behind you, and that would stop it for a millisecond.
助ける
Then the blast would hit you, and you would die. And there's no shield behind you, so it's all being reflected in that direction.
だって雨の中震えててかわいそうなんだもの
Yeti.
それにほらきっとショーも優しい子になるわあなたを見て育つんだからね優しくよどうしてあんな乱暴なやり方をしたの
組織を統制するには圧倒的な力を見せつけてやった方がいい
超能力じゃ人の心は動かせない
いや力は絶
Well,
対
unless with telekinesis.
この力があれば人はついてくる
誰でもそう思うの
ああショーも私の力に憧れを抱いていい
さよなら
Yeah, no, that's the right reaction. It's like, no, don't stay in this situation.
Well, also, if you had ESP and telepathy, you could move people's hearts. So literally what those powers are for.
But it's also like the best rejection of like, you think people will follow you for powers? Nope, bye.
I believe that's why a number of people follow Jesus, was for the free food and drink. That's not even a joke, Griff. You can,
No, I get it. That's why it's like,
because a lot of people left when he started trying to do religion shit to them. They were only there for the food and drink.
look, I would follow someone for a free buffet. You know, I think you were right. He couldn't contain the explosion.
Remember that thing from the season 1 opening?
Little bit.
You know,
That's
where,
right. Everyone take a photo of the
where
explosion.
Reagan was trying to take a picture with.
起きろ影山君モブ死ねよ
You saved my Nissan!
意識が戻った掘り起こしましょう無事でよかったよたまげたなとにかくここを離れた方が良さそうだ
That's a big tunnel.
I guess it really was kind of subversion, right?
みんな怪我が治ってるんだよ服はボロボロだけどあ本当だ
Well, what do you mean?
その左胸どうした
Well, there's things of a specific shape
まったく君はいつも僕
that you attribute them to what their namesake is.
hmm
But I guess there's other things of that shape as well. I mean, they've just explained it right there why it is, but
コ
still.
ンクリートじゃない
hmm
頭がぼーっとする空が狭い ここはどこだろう。
出口だ。落下物に気をつけろよ。
静かだ。報道ヘリとか飛んでないんですね、意外と。
そりゃそうだ。
I think after all that, the news helicopters have learned to stay away.
大爆発にしては無事だけど、どういうこと？
お前、あの時はもうダメかと思ったぞ。爆心地は絶望的な状況。
Ah, here's the back explanation.
なんだありゃ。だがそこに現れたのは、おい、兄さん、大丈夫？もしかしてどこか痛めた
Well,
ま
it's
ま
free
なの？
advertising for the Nissan Corporation.
体は無事なんだけど、最近大きな力を使った後は起きてられなかったりするんだ。
I fall asleep for 2 hours.
Time to take a nap.
途中まで僕が運ぶから寝てていいよ。でも運ぶって言っても家は。
悪い、全焼した家の修復はこいつがするから3日ほど待っててくれ。
3日って
お前ら俺ん家来るか。ちょっと狭いけどなんとかなるだろう。露骨に嫌そうな顔すんなよ。
Ah, yes, go to his, like,
僕は大丈夫。
pitiful little apartment. I'm sure it'll work.
その前に学校寄っても
I mean, the rich guy is still around. Just go to his place.
Oh, yeah, no, that's true, actually. Oh, wow, good the middle school didn't get damaged.
他の部員のジャージも僕用に借りていいかな。いや、でも無断は。
ジャージ泥棒。
心臓止まった。
なるほどな。いや、ダンベルを取りに来たところだったがびっくりしたぞ。
すみません。こちらも驚きました。
事情は分かった。ちょっと待っててくれ。ああ、もしもし。実は。
Ah, the whole club's here.
肉会部の皆さんが集まってるんでしょうか。僕たちはこれから。
これより肉体改造部3泊4日の強化トレーニング地獄合宿を開催する。
いや、僕たちは
困った時こそ助け合いだろう。
いや、本当に疲れてまして。
ああ、広い布団で寝た方がいいだろう。
別に狭くてもいいので。
俺のばあちゃんちならみんなを止められるぞ。食べ物も自給自足でいいトレーニングになる。90分もジョギングすればすぐ着く。さあ行こう。
レゲさん助けて。
よかったな。頑張れよお前ら。
Yeah, he's got a place to go home to. He's out of here.
Told you, Body Improvement Club is the best.
Oh, it really is.
忘れてた。レゲさんち止めてもらえばよかった。
Yeah, his place got blown up too.
Yup.
なんなんすかね、これ。近くで見ると改めてわけわかんねえな。
何がどうなったらこんなものができるんですかね。
そんなの決まってるでしょ。
It's the aliens.
スージーよ。
Ah, there we go.
おお、すごい。
これはもしや教祖様の見業では。すごい野菜みたい。絶対モブ君関係よね。
You remember what Mob had in his pocket this whole time?
すごいじゃないか。
Oh, yeah, there we go. He completely forgot he had the seeds in his pocket the entire time.
って言うとちょっと違うけど。
俺たちがやったようなもんだな。
すごいぞ、すごいぞ。
三浦さん、私もうここに通うのやめようと思います。
黒崎さん、どうして。
もし三浦さんの研究がうまくいって超能力の開発技術が生まれてしまったら、また力を悪用する人たちが出てきてしまうかもしれないから、これ以上はやめた方がいいと思うの。
What if Mob Psycho 100 is just the prelude to the world of My Hero Academia?
君たち。
Oh, that'd be funny.
わかった。君たちを研究するのはもうやめにしよう。しかし、単純に楽しいんだ。君たちと過ごすのが。たまに友人として遊びに
Welcome
来て
to
く
the
れてもいい
Psychic Improvement Club.
お前、これからどうするんだ。組織はもうないんだ。新しい生き方を探るしかないだろう。だよな。顔の傷もすっきり消えたことだし、ラーメン屋でもやるか。お前に客商売は無理だ。体力を生かせ。 桜井はどうするんだ。
あさってコンビニの面接がある。
え、頼みに行く？
ああ、レーゲン先生のところでお世話になろうかと。
やめときな。あんた接客向いてないよ。僕もそう思う。ちょっと暗いもん。
I do love that we're getting like the oh, look at where they're all going. This is cute.
まさか民間のエスパーに敗れて出頭とはな。
事実だ。
やれやれ。プロの立場がないな。
親父はどうなる？
Oh, he lived entirely.
免れないだろうが、生かされて研究機関のモルモットという可能性もあるだろう。子供の前でそんなことを言わなくったって。まあ、決めるのは俺じゃないし、どうなるかわからないな。
It's the cop from before, if you don't remember.
Yeah, yeah, he got beaten up pretty early in the arc.
気に病む必要はない。お前は自分に自信がない分、他人につけ込まれやすい。今後は気をつけるんだな。ジョー、お前にはもう一度母親に会わせてやりたかったが、私の傲慢がつながりを引き裂いてしまった。本当にすまなかった。
いや、たまに会ってるよ、母ちゃんなら。いつも親父の近況なんか聞きたがってさ。できれば母ちゃんに親父の今を知られる前に止めたかったけど、今朝電話したら今度会いに行くってさ。だから一人で勝手に終わった気になるなよ。まだ母ちゃんに怒られる役目が。
Did you tell her about how I beat the shit out of you?
The most surprising thing is that this family is technically getting the closest thing to a happy ending they can given the circumstances. Just did not expect that at all.
I mean, I'm not only guilty of trying to take over the world, I am technically guilty of domestic violence and child abuse. So,
Quite a lot of murders.
and I guess in some other legal standings of also child labor laws. So, guilty
Oh,
of a
hey,
lot of things.
the insurance arc is over.
モブ、あれやってくれ。
はい。
助かったぜ。
学ランの穴、思い出した。ポッケに入れてたの、ブロッコリーの種だ。
How many days was it from the time he got those to the time this arc happened? Like at least a week or two, right?
あ、師匠、あれって。
まあ、見なかったことにして一旦忘れよう。にしても遅いな、あいつ。おー、来たか。入れよ。
道に迷いました。申し訳ない。影山君、先日はどうも。スーツ、ここで働くんですか？うん、あの後レーゲンさんが誘ってくれたんだ。俺にもできることがあるって。それに組織が迷惑をかけたし、
Because this dude was never a bad guy.
Yep, he literally just needs someone to tell him what to do.
もうじき依頼人が来る。その前にこれだな。え？そのままじゃ仕事にならん。
おお、すげえな。
変わった。まあ、ひとまず客商売できる身なりにはなった。
Oh my gosh, who's this new character?
お客さんが来たら俺はどう動けば？
前の会社では？
とりあえず敵意を感じたら傘で殴れって指示だったんで。なんだそりゃ。
You know, oddly enough, that's still a good order.
わからないことがあったら先輩に聞いてくれ。
先輩？
マブ、研修期間が終わるまでいろいろ教えてやってくれ。
え？よろしくお願いします、影山先輩。よろしくお願いします。
Oh, look at that mob responsibility. What are you gonna do?
僕まで緊張してきた。
And dimple with hair.
The best character improvement so far.
芹沢、お茶をお出しして。
お茶？すみません、入れたことが。ダメだこりゃ。
So yeah, that's that.
That's the season. The writer here just absolutely gets me every time, because when you could end it off on like the high dramatic note and like fade off into the distance, like after you say like, well, this is where everyone goes afterwards, it just kind of keeps going until he can do like 20 more jokes, relieving like literally all the tension at the end. This guy's a comedy writer, so he hits it.
It's the same person that makes One Punch
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly the same. But no, the sense of humor is good. I definitely enjoyed that. But the drama was what I was here for initially, and I got plenty of that too. This is a really good season closer episode, I think. I mean, granted, I think if like the comedy falls off you might be like, wait a second, what was the last 15 minutes of this? but if you're like me and you're easily amused by all of this is great. What do you think, Theta? What do you have to say about the season? We're now at the point where everything you know is on the board. What are your thoughts?
Well, I mean, I've said basically everything as it came up.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, I don't know what happens next, so I don't know where you go from here. Since when I saw this was basically, oh, okay, this is it, done. So
yeah, I'm of that same opinion. I'm looking at this and going, this is a perfectly good conclusion. Mob has learned everything he kind of needs to now, right? I think the only thing he's missing is like getting the girl, which was like hinted like halfway in the season previously. But that doesn't seem like important compared to like the rest of the emotional journey he's been down. And unless I guess that's just literally where it's going next.
I don't know. What do you think the next season's gonna be about?
There are at least a couple of loose threads. There is Mob's psycho religion, which is being built up around him. That's gonna have to still come into play, but whether or not that's gonna be like an arc element or not, I don't know, because like they kept hinting at it throughout this whole season, so it's gotta feature more heavily in the next one, right? Because they put down all the groundwork for it.
You're still saying right, like I know.
Well, I mean, I'm just asking for like confirmation. Am I stupid or am I not?
I'm pretty sure you are.
Okay, no, we got the fortune cookie earlier, so we can confirm that.
What the hell did I throw that? Oh, I'm sorry. This is mine from yesterday. From now on, your kindness will lead you to success. Just called you fucking stupid.
Yeah, no, see, you're not doing yourself any favors yet.
Nope. Well, yours was about ignorance, so where are we there? Oh,
so I guess those would...
Yeah, that's yours. Ignorance never settles a question. Literally, you just asked me if you were right about something.
Yup.
And I made fun of you. So, literally, yours came true. I had to go completely against mine.
That's just the Theta way there. So I think I would probably lay that down. Those are my two predictions for the future.
What was the second one?
That's what I was gonna say. We got Mob's religion and we got romance arc. Those are my two predictions.
She's a self-centered bitch. That middle school
he's
girl.
gotta go through the romance arc.
So you don't think the prose is a thing that's not important to pick up on?
That could be a way to go too. It doesn't have to be the one person. It could be any of them. Mob figuring out love.
No, I said the prose.
I'm sorry. I thought you were saying prose, prose, as in the person who did writing earlier in the season, and he put together in the notebook again.
No, they didn't write poetry. They wrote stories, so those wouldn't have been prose.
Prose is text. Poetry is not prose.
No, prose is a form of structure to poetry.
I'm sorry. I think I'm getting lost in the weeds. So what are your predictions?
You mean broccoli?
Oh, yes, into the broccoli.
The prose.
Could you elaborate more?
They just said it like 5 minutes ago.
Who are the pros?
The government espers.
Oh,
they
right, yeah.
Just
they
said it 5 minutes ago, Griff.
Ignorance seldom answers questions. Or whatever that fortune cookie says. Alright, so you want to see more of the government stepping in.
No,
I got
I'm
my
not.
guesses.
Making a guess doesn't mean what you want to see.
Yeah, no,
If that's what I want to see, I want to see Mob lose all of his powers.
Mob becomes perfectly ordinary. End of season.
That's what
There
he
you go.
wants to be anyway. So it
Yeah.
would be a season about him losing his powers and becoming a normal guy. And then, you know, when we leave him there for the final time, it's him just growing up to be a normal person, like he's always wanted to be.
Yeah. That would seem like a good place to conclude too. So I guess we have a set of possible predictions.
As far as I've
Let's see if they come
heard,
true.
third is the final season, and there's not going to be any more. That they've
All right.
finished the story.
Well, we got a full conclusion then. So I think for right now, this has been Stone Face Reactions, everyone. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and we'll catch you next season. See ya, everyone. Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stone Face Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below, and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?